Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I was going to say welcome to my first video of 2021, but I think my last video, what I got for Christmas, was technically filmed in January. I apologise for how late that video went up and how late this video is going up. It's just for when Christmas was and New Year was compared to I usually try and upload my videos, you know, Wednesday, Thursdays. So it's just the way things work out. But I'm sure you guys don't mind either way. So we have my long awaited year in review, and it was quite funny because last night I watched my 2019 year in review, and I said the same thing as I've been saying to you guys for a while. Oh, I've been holding off doing a life update because I'm going to do my year in review. I literally said the exact same thing last year. So yes. Looking back in 2019, I called it a happy, stable, calm year. But compared to this year, I'd go back to happy and stable and calm. It was actually quite a good year in all honesty, and I'm a little bit annoyed at my past self for just calling it a happy, calm year. Like, I actually done quite a lot of nice things last year. Well, 2019, not 2020. So usually what I do with 2020, or the year that I've just had, is I break it down by months. Now this portion of the video is probably going to go very fast for obvious reasons. So first of all, before I get into it, I remember watching my video for 2019 to 2020, the 3 big goals I had for 2020. Yes, none of them happened, and I'm going to say because 98% was because of the virus. I say 98% because a teeny bit of it was my choice, but it was my choice based on the virus. So my 3 big goals for 2020 were to go to uni to do social work. I did apply for it all and everything, but I decided with the virus and everything that was going on not to go through with it. So yes, that was my own choice, and I don't regret it, because a lot of people that are at uni just now are really struggling because everything's like learning at home, and I don't think that would have been the best for me. I need extra help, extra human help, which I wouldn't have been able to get because, you know, people wouldn't have been able to come into my house to help me. It just wouldn't have been good for me, and I would have struggled immensely. So I don't regret that decision. My other big milestone was to do my marathon. Yeah, that was totally not happening, which is funny because in my 2019 year in review I said that it's 100% confirmed, and the only way I'm not doing it is if something happened to me. And I'm like, but let's not talk about that. Yeah, nothing happened to me, but something happened to the world. And my other big milestone was to hopefully be going to Disneyland Paris. My boyfriend and I actually decided that with him doing his last year of uni and me possibly applying for uni, that it might not be the best year to do it. So we were kind of like, we might do it, we might not do it, we don't know. And we were looking into it. I'd say we were looking into it sometime around February, and then, you know, obviously we took a break and we thought, right, we'll think about it, we'll maybe look at doing it towards the end of the year. And then obviously all this virus stuff kicked off, so that was kind of sorted itself out, and we were actually kind of grateful we never booked anything because, yeah, a lot of people last year had problems with getting their holiday money back and having to rebook things. So again, that's not the worst thing. You know, it was actually a positive outcome. So none of those 3 big milestones happened, and I'm kind of okay about it. So let's go through all the months. January was pretty much just a social month, just, you know, before the monster took hold of the world. Well, took hold of the world in the UK. Just went to the cinema, pretty bog standard, nice month. February was a jam-packed month. February was the first month that my boyfriend met my friends. It was the month I met his extended family for the first time, because I never got to see them at Christmas because I was unwell, so I got to see them at his uncle's 60th birthday party. It was the second time. I don't know what that noise was, but that was really weird. Anyway, as I was saying, it was the second time I'd done regionals, and it was the first swimming competition my boyfriend got to see. Embarrassingly enough, it was my first 75 IM. I had a panic attack. I had to be pulled out of the water. What is that noise? Right, I'm getting distracted. And what else happened in February? I want to say something else really big happened in February as well, but I can't remember. So February, at the end of February I went out with I call them my boyfriend's uni friends, but it's getting to the point where they're kind of my friends as well. We went out drinking, so February was very much a month of socialising, and I'm really happy I got to participate in all that socialising before March came along, because as you guys all know, March, that's when we went into our lockdown, so nothing, at the start of March, nothing really happened. My birthday consisted of me watching Disney Plus, because Disney Plus had just came out, and I remember my boyfriend was on night shift and he was working in the respiratory wards in the hospital, and he called me and told me just how bedlam it was, and it was scary stuff. So, nothing really happened. April, May or June, just being in the house, running stopped. I still ran inside my house as I do now. Swimming stopped. Pole stopped, which was so sad because in 2019 December, that's when I accomplished my first invert. So I was really getting into pole, and then that was just taken away from me. The same with swimming, but I'm not the only one in that position. Towards the end of June was the first time I'd seen my boyfriend in 3 months. Yes, we were still in lockdown, and I always say to people, he'd been working at the testing centres the whole summer. He self-isolated for 2 weeks, didn't work to come and see me for a week, because if he hadn't came to see me in that week, he would have been starting his placement and I wouldn't have seen him till August, September. And I'd already went 3 months without seeing him. When the end of June was a beautiful month, because I seen him, I nearly cried with happiness. So that was really nice. But yeah, July, August, September, nothing really, happened. In lockdown, I done a lot of baking. For my birthday, I got talking scales, so I've been doing a lot of baking, which I've been really enjoying. I've been still learning how to cook, using the slow cooker and making soup. Hopefully I'm going to be making soup tomorrow if I get the ingredients. So I've still been doing my independence thing as well. Towards the end of the year I got a new phone, as I spoke about in my vlog, looked for my own contract and everything. A massive independence step, just little things that people take for granted and I'm just doing now. So it was kind of like another catch-up year for me. I also for a couple of months in lockdown started learning Japanese. I realised how much I love the culture, love the language, and I got into Harajuku fashion, and even more strongly than ever I got the urge to really want to go on holiday to Japan. But yeah, that's been my 2020. Nothing as exciting has happened as it did in 2019, but that's to be expected. I think everybody's year in reviews will be exactly the same. So coming to this portion of the video, what plans do I have for 2021? Well, 2 things. Number 1, I read something online a while ago saying don't say your goals out loud, because the minute you say goals out loud they never get achieved. Whether that's true or not, or it's just a load of baloney, I don't know. But I'm not just not going to say my goals because of that. It's also because, 2021, I live in Scotland. I'm filming this on Wednesday, and we got announced on Monday. As of Tuesday at 12 AM, we were put in a national lockdown. As close to severity as the one in March was. Kids aren't at school anymore either. and I think we're going to be in this lockdown till the end of the month, because First Minister said she would review it at the end of the month. So yesterday was hard for me. I had a bit of a cry, not gonna lie. Mental health hasn't been great, but neither has anybody's. There's nothing we can do about it. So 2021 is already kind of looking like a mixed bag. My hopes are the start of the year, you know, the first January and February are going to be quite rocky, and I'm hoping by the middle of March onwards things are going to get much better. My theory is, you know, things started to go really bad last year, you know, middle of March. My plan, or my theory, not my plan, I have no say over this. My theory is by the middle of March things will go the other way. That could be me just being a severe optimist, but I like to be optimistic with my bright yellow jumper and my yellow eyeshadow, and you need a bit of sunshine in your life right now. It's all you can do. And drink a coffee, that helps. It helps me anyway. So I'm just going to continue volunteering with the hospital broadcasting service, which is something I realised I forgot to mention I started doing last year. It was December. It was probably November I applied, December I started doing it. I've only done 3 shows, and you would have seen in my vlog. Unfortunately, the studio is now shut, so I will not be going back this month. But what are you going to do? I'm just going to keep progressing with volunteering with the hospital broadcasting service, see where that takes me. I'd love to start applying for jobs, but right now, it was difficult before for disabled people to get jobs. But now it's going to be 1,000 times more difficult, considering there's so many people out there that are unemployed and looking for career changes. So I'm just going to keep on carrying on with the volunteering as long as I can, and just maybe applying for jobs here and there and see what happens. So no concrete plans, because I have no idea what this year could be. My marathon got rescheduled for this year. I don't think I'll be doing it again. I think it'll be cancelled. It is in May, but I don't think, you know, an event that huge will be able to go ahead as early as May. My boyfriend and I were hoping to go to England in April to go to our first live action roleplay event. Again, that's at the end of April. It's like a kind of big festival event. Lots of people think that'll be too early. The company as well, the organisation, hasn't put tickets out for people to buy yet, because even the company itself has absolutely no frickety through what's going on. So yeah, I probably won't get a holiday this year, because everyone who wanted to go on holiday last year will be double booked for this year. No plans. In all honesty, the only thing I'm looking for out of this year is maybe like a bit more excitement, to be able to go out with my friends drinking, or to go back to the cinema, or for Corona to just calm the fudge right down. That's really my only goals for this year. Just to stay happy and healthy, and just hope that things go with the way we want it to go with the vaccine, and that new strain of virus in Africa just completely disappears and doesn't come anywhere near the UK, because that strain of the virus really does terrify me to no avail. But anyway, I want to end on a happy note. I hope you guys are staying safe, especially if you're in the UK. Every part of the UK right now I think is in lockdown and just going through a big shitstorm. There's no better way to describe it. I'm sorry. I hope you're just staying as happy and as safe as you can. Just remember, it's okay to cry, it's okay to whine, it's okay to have a moan. We're human, we're allowed to, and don't think you're selfish for moaning about the circumstances, because we're human, and it's totally acceptable. So I love you guys so much, and if you ever need to talk to me, you know I'm always here. Comment down below, happy to, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye guys. Mwah!